What up, YouTube? This your boy Storytime Trey, back in another video. So today I'll be telling y'all the story time. We won't be debating on nothing because my boy Key's on here. So I'll be telling y'all the story time when I got stuck in the quicksand, bro. Like, based off of a true story, bro. And so I'm finna get right into it. So me and a couple of these guys, we remind you, we're in Brown Deer. If anybody know, if you live in Milwaukee, you live in Brown Deer. It's plenty of trees. And it's like a big old land full of trees and mud. So we got bored of hooping, so we end up going to this guy house that knew about it, that went to our school. Y'all know how y'all got them friends at y'all school, but y'all end up meeting up with them after school and going to their house. It was like one of those. So we ended up going. So we was before we went, we ended up, I remember everything. Before we went, we used to drink some little sandwiches and stuff before we went to the woods or whatever. And let me remind y'all, it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. Remind you, I'm the youngest out the group. I'm probably like 13 at the time, 14 in 5th grade at the time. The youngest out the group. I was the youngest out the group. So we end up walking. We end up going there talking. We just talking about funny stuff. We walking to towards the woods. So we walking, we talking about, I don't know what we was talking about when we walking. But as we walk, it felt like we sinking in. But everybody else thought I was tripping. I'm like, bro, I can't be tripping. So I didn't say nothing. So we got this big old long stick, but we just like keep taking the mud off our shoes. And I had some old Air Max on. I forgot like what number they was, but they was some old Air Max. And one of the guys had on some Jordan 14s, like the one that came out, the bread looking colorway. And then the other dude had on some one of those. I don't know if it was fat, but we ended up walking. So we all getting mud on our shoes and stuff like that. So I think we was laughing about because the dude had a bald spot in his head. I don't know, but we just kept looking at his head that was with us though. Like, we ain't know him like that, but he was just out here baldish. Like, dude, damn, I need a cut. So we just walking. So we end up seeing some claws, like I'm talking about claw print, like dinosaur. I'm like, never, let's go back. And then they laugh. I'm like, bro, no, let's go back. He like, bro, come on, bro, stop being a girl, man. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So we end up walking. We still walking. So we see dirt bikes going crazy, whatever. So it's like we sinking. Now they feel it. They like, heck, you know, it feel like we are like going deep. I'm like, all right. So we just finna get ready and go out. We finna hit the shortcut to the park. It's like a different park. It's called Fletcher. But like we coming from Fletcher, out the woods from Fletcher. So we finna walk down and we gotta climb the gate. But by the time we got back, one of my guys got like stuck because he jumped down. But when he jumped, he went right in. So it's like half-ish, like you don't see his ankles or his Jordan 14s. They like gone. So we trying to put him out, but before we like try to get him straight out, everybody was laughing. But me, everybody laughing like, hey, bro, this shit funny, bro. Your ass don't got no legs. I'm like, bro, stop playing, bro. Like, they literally, bro, like his body is like sinking. So I'm like, bro, somebody help me out. So we trying to get him out. So they just started like you know how you try to pull but you fall? They kept falling. I'm like, bro, come on, come help me. So they laughing and stuff. I'm like, all right, I got this by myself. So I'm sinking in. So my shoes is like sinking in. So I'm trying, bro. So like bad ideas start coming to my head like, bro, this dude can die. But they don't understand, like, he getting sunk more and more. It's to the point he's getting sunk. So we like, come on. So I finally just got him out. I finally got him out with all my might. But I was like, I had to get my shoes from not getting stuck in the mud and concentrate of getting him out too. So I end up putting him out. Remind you, I'm talking about mud everywhere, like quicksand everywhere, like you don't see nothing. Like, we trying to find his shoes. Like, his shoes is all the way in the ground. His Jordan 14s was gone. So I'm like, dang. So we walking like my whole shoe sock is muddy. So we walking back from the woods. We walking back, everybody looking at it like, damn, y'all muddy as shit. So we coming back like with no shoes or whatever. So I already know You know I know some of y'all got them black mamas out there that don't play. What the fuck you was doing? Like, you know how they get. So I'm trying to sneak in the house. We sneak in the house. Remind you know how y'all be having that. Y'all got company. Y'all got a friend that's coming from school. They end up coming by y'all house. But you already know, I know y'all mama saw this. If something happened to them, you ain't gonna get in trouble. I am. So I'm like, so that's all I'm worried about. So I'm trying to hurry up and go in the basement and wash our clothes, bro. So my mom ended up waking up. She like, what's all this mud doing in my damn house? I'm like, we got stuck in the quicksand. She like, what? So, like, nothing really happened. She didn't want to embarrass me in front of him. So she like, see, you doing too much. Like, woo woo. So the boy mommy ended up coming. She like, where's your shoes at? Where's your shoes at? Like, I just bought them shoes. Them shoes cost me $140. They're brand new before they just came out. And he like, man, they got stuck in the mud. He like, what is y'all doing down here? So his mom was really mad at me and my mama because, like my mama just said, if he get in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble too. So, and it's like, it was your son's fault. He the one wanting to go. So he ended up leaving or whatever like that. He was spoiled too. But I already knew I was finna get my ass beat. So I'm like, bro, heck you know. So I try to go outside. She's like, where you going? Come here. She got that belt. I'm like, what the? Bro, I'm down there. I'm crying, bro. She's like, nah, ain't nobody coming over. For the next year, ain't nobody else coming over. And I'm like, man, I was in my room crying, like mad. Because it's like, it wasn't my fault. So every time we tell this story, she always say it was my fault. Like, it wasn't my fault. How is my fault? And he older than me. He the one talked me into going into the woods. So we all get to school. We all laughing about it. You know how that go. And I ain't tell him I got my ass whooped. But everybody was like laughing and stuff. But it's crazy because we the only one knew. Did nobody really like take us serious because they didn't know. Until they found out like, where's your shoes at? They got stuck. So if you in Brown Deer, do not go towards the woods because your ass will get stuck underground. And it was to the point I saved his life. And it was crazy because ain't nobody really look at that. Like, I really saved this man's life, this young boy life, from like going underground. So if y'all like that story, if y'all want more story times with just me, get this video to 15 likes, bro. It was crazy. Like, we really got stuck under quicksand. Video, and I'm out.
Did it all night, girl, I gotta leave. Yeah, got your wave down before you see.